What sounds cool to you? That would be cool. If you were to work for a creator, Emma Chamberlain right now, what would you want to do for her? Like if she offered you a job, Grace, I'll give you any job you want. Two weeks left until we record our last episode. That's crazy.
Every episode, you like do a countdown.
It is.
Every
It's a countdown. It's a countdown. I'm
We
just
meet,
excited.
like-
Yo, I'm excited for that week.
We
That
meet,
week's
like-
gonna be fun.
What? The last week?
No, the week after that. The week before school.
Oh.
That's gonna be a movie. I'm really thinking
It's going to be a movie,
it's gonna
guys.
be a movie, guys. It's gonna be a whole documentary.
It's like those people who post like videos of them and their friends like drinking in the kitchen. And they're like, last night was a movie. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking
like,
about.
and they try to make it look so lit, and it's just like not. Do you not know what I'm talking about? And they always use that quote, last night was a movie.
I've never heard of that.
Anyway, I feel like if Thomas was here, he would know what I'm saying.
Thomas probably would. Because his life is a movie right now.
No, it is.
His life is crazy. Oh, yeah. So after the last episode when we recorded, so the whole story of him getting a ticket to Rolling Loud, then not going because he didn't buy a plane ticket. Then after last episode, he was like, dang, Kanye West is going. And then, You know what? I'm just going to buy a plane ticket right now. I'm going. And then he left 2 hours later.
Yeah, no,
Well,
guys,
what happened?
we
I
witnessed
thought
it.
He went the next morning, actually. He ended
No,
up flying
really?
the next morning.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember that.
I thought he already bought his ticket. But yeah, now he's in Miami.
Yeah.
He'll be back Thursday. I don't think he'll be back in time for the episode.
Yeah. No, that was really interesting. We witnessed that, Michael. We went to cookout, and then we came back and we were eating at Michael's counter, and Thomas was like, "Oh, I like can't believe I'm missing out on Kanye. You know what? I'm going to go. My sister has a ticket. I'm buying it off her, and I'm booking a flight to Miami." And then he booked the flight right there in the kitchen and was like, "All right, once I finish this meal, I'm going to head home and start packing up, and I'll be at the airport in 2 hours."
Who are you excited to see most when you go back to school? that
Probably my girlfriends.
Which is...
And actually, no. Okay, yes, but also my like close guy friends like Max and Alex and Aiden. I'm sure I've definitely talked about them.
Never heard of them.
Okay, I brought them up in the other episode. I thought I was gonna visit them in Richmond, but then it just...
Oh yeah, what happened to that?
Um,
Because me and Thomas booked our flights already.
no, you did not.
We did.
You're actually going?
To Chicago, though. Because you said you were going to Richmond.
Well, because we were, but then plans got switched. You're actually
Dude,
going to Chicago?
Yes.
I can't tell if you're being serious.
I'm so serious.
How come I've never heard about this?
We talked about it. We were like, you want to go? And then you're like, no, I'm going to Richmond now.
Yeah, well, because
And then I was like, Thomas, you want to go? He was like, yeah.
You guys decide on Chicago?
Yeah.
Where in Chicago?
Like Chicago.
We were
See
looking
the
at flights
big
for
V?
that, remember?
Uh-huh.
They were expensive, though.
No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to Chicago.
I knew you
No, you
were.
didn't.
Yes, I
No,
did.
you didn't.
But
No, you didn't.
Yes.
No, you didn't. Get pranked.
Oh, my gosh.
Get pranked. Oh. You suck.
No,
You
you.
actually suck.
You do.
You know who I'm excited to see when I get back? Absolutely no one. I don't have
I know.
single
Your
person.
boy Kevin.
I'm actually not excited to see anyone.
I know someone like they went in for a hug and then they just like held out their hand and they were like, the only other man I hug is my dad.
That's so awkward. What the heck? That's so awkward. If I ever am put in that situation, I will just never hug anyone again.
I feel bad. There have been times when people have like rejected a hug from me or whatever because they're just not in the mood, and it's actually really hurtful. Like in my opinion, because that's like kind of my love language. Like if someone's down, the first thing I do is like give them a hug, and then I'm like, "Are you okay?" So if people are like, "No, I don't want a hug," I'm like so hurt.
Oh,
It's so hurtful.
it hurts.
Yeah.
Or they're just like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I'm like, it's like humiliating. I feel terrible.
Dang, get pranked.
I take it so personal.
Yo, Outer Banks in 4 days.
Oh my gosh.
3 days.
I forgot about that.
I didn't. I've been watching an episode a day.
Really?
I watched one this morning.
I know I have friends back at home. Shout out to Emily and Molly. They watched the first season 15 times through at least.
Really? I think I've
Yes.
watched it. I think this is my 4th time.
No, it's
You know what movie I was about to watch again the other day?
Soul. Of course. I need to see that.
Well, go see it.
I know. I will. Is it on?
If you don't
I
see
actually
it
don't
by the
have-
time we go back to school, I will literally force you, make you sit down and watch it.
Okay. Do you have to have Disney Plus?
Yes.
I don't.
What are you doing, Grace?
I'm
You're
sorry.
making noise. Can you not hear the noise when you
I mean,
touch
it's
it?
it's so quiet. I didn't think I made it.
You're just like. Anyways, yeah, it's on Disney Plus.
Do you want to hear a story about how I cried at work the other day?
Why?
Absolutely humiliating.
You cried at work?
Yes.
Why?
It's so
What
embarrassing.
happened?
Okay, so the night was going fine. I think it was a Friday night, maybe a Saturday night. I think it was a Saturday night. So, people come in like with big groups and everyone gets like drinks and stuff like that. So I was getting tables of like big parties and that's fine. But this one table, so they like all came in and got a ton of drinks and that's fine. I put it in. I brought them the drinks. And then, of course, they were saying I was bringing them the wrong things. They ordered a cocktail. I brought a shooter. Okay, it happens. So I go to the bar, Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
You're like zoned out. Okay. So then they keep ordering like more and more drinks. And then I bring them out and they're like, oh, we actually ordered another one of these that you never brought and stuff. And like, people are talking over each other and they're saying, I'm covering him. I ordered this for him. Oh, bring us a shot along with this. Like, and I'm trying to like keep up and put everything on their bill. And then, of course, there's one person's like, I'm getting everyone another round on me. And then they were like, oh, but for this round, these people want different things. Like, it was so confusing and I was trying so hard to keep up. And for the most part, I was like, whatever they said they wanted, I would bring it. And then they would get food and everything. And then at the end, when they had finished eating and drinking and everything, they were like, oh, by the way, we're all separate. Okay, it happens.
Is that a lot of work?
I mean, yeah, because I should have asked if they were going to be separate in the beginning, but also like I was still a little new, so I just didn't think, like I thought I'd be able to keep up with it. I didn't really think to do that. But from now on, whenever there's big groups, the first thing I ask is, are you guys together or are you going to be separate? And if they're separate, I like divide it up because it makes it so
So do you
much easier.
insert it into the, like, how does that work? Do you insert all the stuff into the machine thing
Yeah, so like
before, or?
well, most of the time what you do, you have like a little pad where you write down what each person orders and then you go to a little kiosk and like click each thing and it gets sent to the kitchen or to the bar and then you pick it up when it's ready and bring it to them. So what happened with this table, like everyone was talking over each other, like ordering all these things and I was bringing them everything and they ate it. And then when I came to do the checks, I was like, okay, I'm going to go around each of you and ask you each what you ordered because there's like so many things and I just didn't keep track of which person ordered what because it was very confusing, let me tell you. And then I went around and people were not being truthful of what they ordered. So there was a ton of stuff that was completely unclaimed. And I had to get my manager involved and we were working on it for like an hour and a half. He's so patient. Like, God bless that man, my manager. And then like in the meantime, there were like other tables that I just didn't get to because I like completely forgot about it because this one table was like taking so much energy. And then my manager had to like get one of my other tables and I just felt so bad. And I was so overwhelmed. I was like in the back, like inputting things into the system and someone was like, are you okay? And you know, when you're like fine until someone asks you that and then everything just like comes up. And I was like, at first I was like, yeah. And then I was like, no. And then I like started walking away. I had my face in my hands. I was like, customers could still see me. Like I wasn't hidden, but I was kind of by the kitchen and I started walking and I was like, I'm just so overwhelmed. Like I feel so bad. And then all these people, the funniest part, all these other servers were like, don't even worry about it. Just go up to the office. Like, I cried there last week. And then people were like, yeah, so did I. It happens all the time. I'm like, why is everyone crying? Like, why is it such a common thing to be crying? I
Ugh.
was so embarrassed, but everyone was so nice. They're like, oh my gosh, I literally cried the other day. It's totally fine. So be kind to your servers. If you're in a big group, let them know if you guys are separate or not, if they don't ask.
Is this gonna be your last traditional type of job,
I don't know what that means.
like a restaurant cashier type stuff?
You mean before like a real
Yeah, like a
like
more
like
cooler job. I don't know how to. I don't know what the correct term is.
um
like
like a
like
more
an
career,
internship, like
yeah.
a career type stuff.
Um I can't really say for sure. I mean, of course I'd like to get like an internship in the field where I'm interested in to start focusing in more on my career and stuff, but at the same time I'm not really in a rush to do that, you know, and I think I learn a lot of valuable things doing jobs like this that seem mundane or not cool. Not everyone has more cooler jobs,
More
Michael.
cooler.
Yeah, so we'll see. I for the
I
most
think you
part,
could land one by next summer.
yeah, I'll definitely try.
You know what? You know what a tool is?
What?
Twitter. Apparently, Twitter's.
Really?
I didn't know Twitter was used for networking like that, but it is, and I'm learning a lot.
I need to get familiar with that app. I've never used Twitter in my life.
Me neither. I just started, and I'm starting to talk to people. It's really cool. But yeah, you could probably land a job. It's interesting. People are more willing to talk to you there. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, last school year before I knew what I was doing for this summer, I was like really trying to land an internship. Like I was applying for a ton of stuff. I was like reaching out to people. But it's hard when you're a freshman because no one wants to hire freshmen like for the summer. You know what I mean? So I even met with like this career counselor at the SSC,
yeah.
and she was very helpful. But I think it'll be easier now that I'm a sophomore. I'll have more like opportunities for next summer, you know. And I'm not very worried about it. Like I'm gonna try to do it, but realistically, that just doesn't happen every time. Where you just like get like a job like in your field, you know, especially so young. You have to start very broad. This summer, I'm just doing it like for the money, and I really actually enjoy the restaurant job. I got featured on their Instagram.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that. That was cool.
Yeah.
So is the place busy?
Um, some nights more than others. The weekends, it's packed, and like we have the TVs up, and everyone's at the bar. It's just very packed, but you make so many tips on the weekends. I made so many tips. That one night, despite the crying, like I made a lot of tips.
Wait, so do you really get like as a waitress, do you really only get paid like $2 an hour?
Yeah.
I never knew that until like last year.
Yeah, we get $2.50 an hour, so we 100% rely on tips. But the worst part is taxes get taken out of that, so often
Out of the tip, even the cash tip?
No. Not tips, like the $2.50. So
Oh.
often your paycheck will have $0 on
See,
it.
I don't get that. So what? How is that allowed if minimum wage is above that?
It's just different because like restaurant culture, everyone.
That's so stupid.
I know. I see what you mean.
I wish it
because
was like
it's like
everywhere else in the world where you don't like tipping isn't necessary.
like we 100% rely on tips. So when people don't tip or something, like everyone is like pretty tight about it. It's like,
What do you think of people not tipping if they don't eat in, if they just order and then they pick up?
people do that.
Is that bad?
I mean, not really. Like, I understand it. I mean, the tips are appreciated, but it's not as expected as much. But, like, if you're sitting down and I'm waiting on you,
Yeah,
like, I
definitely.
do expect a tip.
Yeah.
I almost feel like when I'm serving, like, sometimes I enjoy doing it when I have customers that are, like, actually funny. Like, people make me laugh so easily there. And, like, I feel so much happier when people are actually joking around and, like, being themselves with me. But a lot of time I feel like I'm, like, performing almost.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just the nature of the job. But yeah.
Have you ever, what's it called, on a job or anything, or just in general recently, saw a high school friend that you didn't know their name? I went to a restaurant and one of their waitresses was like, I saw her face walking in and I recognized it, but I didn't want to say hi, so I kept walking. And then as my back turned, I hear, "Is that Michael?" I'm like, oh. I'm like, nah. And then I go up, talk to her for a bit. She's like, "It's so good to see you."
But you just didn't know her name.
I didn't. I still don't know her name. Like, she was cool. She was in my English class, third block, senior year, dual enrollment English. I don't know her name, and I still can't think of it. Hey, fella.
It's like, oh my gosh, long time no see. Is that Michael Belingit?
I did, and it was like right after the whole high school episode that we did last episode.
Oh yeah,
It was right after that.
No, that
like, no. I'm so bad at small talk. I accidentally always ask if they're in school because it's just natural for me, and I feel like that's a bad question to ask because if they're not, then it might make them feel bad.
Oh,
I'm like, are you in school? I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have asked that.
Well,
but she was in school.
Better than like assuming, being like, so like how's school, and they're like, I'm not in it. Better asking, are you in school? Because sometimes people aren't.
I just gotta ask, what are you doing? What are you up to? What are you up to lately?
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
No, but I was looking at the timer because I wanted to make sure you had it going. But no, that hasn't happened to me because being in Virginia Beach, I don't see anyone I know. So it's kind of nice.
That's
I don't see people from high school. But my sister, she called me the other day and she was actually talking about that. She works at Aerie at the mall. So of course she sees like all these high school people. And like she was telling me a story about how they have to do like bra fittings there because like Aerie does that. And
what do you mean? Like they fit other people?
Yeah, to like tell you your size.
And how does that even work?
Well, you like keep your clothes on, but they like put a measuring tape like around you and like tell you your size and stuff, and then recommend like ones from the store. So she had to do that with like people from high school that she knows, and I'm like, I feel bad. And she's telling me, she's like, I always pretend to like not see people from high school that I know when they come in. Like I just kind of pretend not to see them, and then they'll be like, Anna. So
how old is she?
She's 21.
Your sister's 21? That's your older sister, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought your older sister was like older.
No. Yeah, she just graduated.
She graduated? What?
Yeah, she's
at 21.
She's young for her age.
That's crazy. Grade. She's like 2 years ahead of me then.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's a September birthday, so she's like right by the cutoff.
September birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did my 4-year schedule to make sure I'm on track. Mm-hmm. I'm on track.
I need to do that.
I finally set. I've had it on my reminders for 4 months.
I've been thinking about it for like that much time.
And I finally did it yesterday. I'm on track. It's good to know that I'm on track.
You know what I
have to take 15 credits a semester.
That's pretty typical. Yeah. But I was actually just thinking about if I should keep my general business minor. Remember we were talking about this like back in season 1, I think, how we were talking about the business minors. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I should still do that because honestly, I'm not really feeling it.
Why?
I mean, I see how it could be useful, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like the best way to do business is to just learn it. Honestly, I probably know everything in SMAT already, if I'm being honest. I sound like a douche, but...
You do. I hate to say it, but you do.
I probably know a lot of this stuff. I could learn like more in-depth stuff with like analyzing films. Will that help me?
Can you even say you know a lot of it if you don't even know like what the content is? Like you don't.
I guess. I mean, I'll definitely learn a lot in script writing, which I'm taking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Isn't it screenwriting?
They're 2 different classes.
Okay.
I'm taking script writing. Okay. What are you taking this semester?
This semester, I'm taking 2 SMAD classes.
Are we in the same class? Did we check already?
No.
Do you have your schedule?
Let me pull this up. Michael, imagine if we're in the same class.
I'd be like, oh.
I just have trouble taking it serious. It would be funny to me. You'd be like, oh. Okay,
This
so you don't
loser.
want to be in the class with me, all right?
I'm in 201, 202, and 250.
Let me look. 'Cause some of those sound kind of familiar.
See, I'm excited for this, except my physics class and my music law class. 6:30 to 9 p.m. An hour and a half.
6:30 to. Ew, what is that, music?
Music law, something like that.
Ew.
Law of music industry, something like that.
I'm just not a big fan of the law stuff, but with like the media, we have to take a lot of law classes actually, because there's so many little things.
Yeah,
like,
I think we do have to take a law class. Ugh.
No, we have to take like a lot of media law things.
Like we or you?
Maybe more me, because I am a different concentration.
Because I know
but
one of them I have to take a law class for.
I'm in SMAD 201 and 242.
Okay, what's your 201? What's 242?
That's the intro to creative advertising.
Okay.
It's Tuesday and Thursday.
What time? Wait. Say the start time on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 9:40.
You're low-key happy. You're like, yeah, I don't want to see this go.
So I have it right before you.
Okay, so I'll probably... Wait, what room?
Harrison.
Yeah.
0104.
Yeah. So I'll see you coming out. Stop. That's
be
funny. You'll be like, hey.
Look at this dude.
That's funny. I can tell you're just like relieved.
I wonder how big the classes are.
How big? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, no, if it's in Harrison, it's not that big. It's like 30.
Is SMAT in general a small major at JMU?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, there's like 90 people in it every class, I think. Oh, no. There's like, I know there was like 50 people that got admitted to DVC this year.
Okay, I don't know the numbers for your... Like, I just
so maybe
wonder,
like 200 a class.
I just want to see a pie chart, like, of the majors. Like, obviously, most people are probably like business or
Business.
like teaching,
Nursing's
education.
pretty big. Music is big. Yeah.
Because I feel like I didn't even hear about SMAD until
I'm just glad that SMAD is such like a low credit major, or else I would not be able to finish in time. If it was like music, music people, they have to take like 30 credits a semester. Heck,
I feel like, that's just, I feel like that would be really interesting though. I feel like you'd learn a lot about yourself with more abstract things, like being a music major. You know what I mean? As opposed to being like a business or like marketing major. I feel like with music, you would learn a lot more about yourself because it's so abstract and you can make it your own, as opposed to other majors that are more like hardcore, like by the facts.
I wonder what the average is between someone that goes to business school and their success rate versus someone that spends the 4 years just going out there on their own and then grinding, and their success rate.
Oh, like not being in college?
Yeah, but they're just doing it. They're just diving into it themselves.
I feel like a lot of it's kind of like make or break. You know what I mean?
It also depends on your work ethic outside of school, because school brings structure.
That is true. Yeah, definitely. You have to be really disciplined to do that. I also think even like, I feel like the hard reality is a lot of times, even if you work really hard, that doesn't guarantee success.
Yeah. It doesn't guarantee it, but it makes the opportunity a lot less easy to hit. I hung that thing up. You see that thing right there?
Yeah.
The only thing between you, this is what Casey Neistat said. The only thing between you and your goals, your aspirations, and your dreams is just a lot of work. If you just do that work, you'll probably get to where you want to go.
I agree with that. And like, I once heard this, I think I either read it or I heard it on like a podcast or a TikTok. But someone was saying, like, envision like the person that you want to be, like the way they look, the way they act, what they're doing. And then like think about, okay, so like what is there between me and like that version of myself that I want to attain?
Yeah, what are they doing that you're not?
Exactly. And then start doing that.
Yep.
And I think that ties in. It's inspiring.
That's what I've been getting closer and closer to that this summer. But right now, my problem is I feel like I'm juggling too many things. Do you know the College Dropout, the YouTube channel
No.
where they go up to random strangers and like asks random stuff?
Oh,
No,
I
Daily
think
Dropout. Daily Dropout.
I might recognize it.
This
Oh,
stuff?
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so so this what's it called? This guy and creator now posted a thing. He was like, "Yo, my friend, I think her name's Danny. Danny needs an editor. If anyone's interested." And then I told him I was interested to see what it'd be like, how much the pay is, what kind of videos I need to edit. I sent videos over. He sent them to her, and then he was like, "Yeah, cool. She'll hit you up." And then I check out the channel. I'm like, this person looks familiar. Apparently, that's her.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
I've been watching this channel since I was like little.
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
see
sure
it.
this channel has been around for a while. But yeah, 3.35 million subscribers. And I'm supposed to be on a call with her today. I don't know if I'll do it, depending on
Are you
what
nervous?
No.
Is it her own personal channel or
Her own personal channel that I'll be editing.
Okay.
But if it's slight, I might pick it up. Only if it's slight, because I already have a thing going on.
yeah, you already.
And
have
then
a
I don't see.
job.
I don't know. What do you think is too much stuff to balance? Major things,
What do you mean?
not
by that?
including like your own social life. Like school is one. Right now, I have school, creator now, nothing outside, and my own YouTube channel.
I
4.
feel like.
I feel like that's a lot. I feel like 2 is max.
So you're saying two things need to go.
Well, if you want to exceed in that vertical by a lot. Like you can see with the podcast. Like last semester, I was only doing the podcast in school, and the podcast did really well. This
Yeah.
summer, I added 2 more verticals, and I wasn't able to focus as much time on this.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, that's just how it is. But I mean, I think it's all personal, like what each thing entails. But from what it sounds like, I do think like if you were to pick that up, it might be like a lot, especially with school starting. It's your junior year, the most important year, you know?
is it though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
I feel like the last 2
'cause-
years are going to be slight. I think my
that's
first 2
usually
years.
not how it
I
is.
feel like my first 2 years are going to be harder than my last.
Well, because the first 2 years are usually mostly like gen eds.
Exactly.
But then
and they're boring, and I have no interest in them.
yeah, but that's like a lot easier because like everyone takes them. They're like basic classes, but these are like much more focused in on like what you're doing for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think-
really have to take them serious.
Yeah, right. For the rest of my life.
Yeah. Whatever
It's not that serious. I don't think it's that serious.
the rest of your life.
Yeah, I don't think it's that serious as you're making it out to be.
I mean, you're probably
You're
right.
going to do this for the rest of your life,
Well,
Grace.
No, but I'm saying like some version of it, like something media related. You know, that's what you love to do. I mean, that doesn't mean you're locked in, but it's something you're already getting into. So,
Media. Yeah. Well, bad thing about it is we're catered toward traditional media, and I don't like traditional media.
oh, like newspapers and TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mean like social media and like YouTube
Creator
and stuff?
economy.
Yeah. No, I definitely see what you mean. I think I as well.
Yeah. What are you into?
In terms of media, I'd say I'm with you on like I prefer the more cutting edge, like new stuff that I feel like people connect with, or like the younger generations seem to.
What's your
connect with
favorite
better.
platform that you're into?
Maybe Instagram. I know that's very basic, but
Instagram? Really? I think Instagram's the worst platform.
I mean, as like, I don't make content on YouTube. I watch YouTube, but I don't have like a passion for like making videos.
Not making. Like if you were to work with a platform, well, what do you think is just the best platform? Like most impact.
I mean, most impact would probably be YouTube because that's where you connect with your audience the best, I think. But I mean, in terms of me, like I don't make content on there. Not that I make content
So
on
what are you
Instagram or
what are you
anything,
gonna
but
so what do you want to do? from
It's something
here?
I'm kind of figuring out, but I like have some ideas about maybe, when I'm getting older, working on like a team for like a creator of some sort, and helping them like with their brand, helping
So
them.
you want to get in the creator economy? You should look into all that stuff.
I
You know
should.
what you should start watching? You should start watching Colin and Samir. And you
Who
should
are they?
start grinding your own Twitter account.
I know, but what like I just don't know what I'd post on Twitter.
You don't really need to post anything. Well, my friend Hassan is really good in it. He's really into the creator economy.
Mm-hmm.
And he just posts like threads of different creators and his breakdown of them, and uses that to network and leverage his connections. And it's really cool.
It's definitely something I want to look into. Like I feel like
Start watching Colin and Samir. Like, actually, you should watch Colin and Samir. I'm going to send you a video, and if you don't watch them, then that's your loss.
I'll look into it. Like
They do a
what?
podcast on the creator economy.
But
I'd
in terms
say-
of creators, do they only mean like?
Like, this guy is the guy that made Stuck in the Middle. Dum, dum, no, 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 no.
I
She
don't-
said.
What is that?
You don't know that TikTok song? You know that TikTok song. You know that TikTok song.
I mean, in terms of creators, they don't mean just like YouTubers, right?
Yeah, they mean everyone.
Last month, I released a song on TikTok. This month, I'm on motherfucking Rolling Stone.
Wait.
Last month, I released a song on TikTok. This month, I'm on motherfucking Rolling Stone, baby. Let's go.
I should listen to that. Is it a good song?
You know that song.
No, I don't.
There's no way you don't know that song. It's been like
I
on the
haven't-
top one for like a
Okay.
year now.
I have not been on TikTok like recently, but
But yeah,
I'll have to listen.
you need to watch these.
Okay.
The best one, I think, is this one to watch. Disney.
But that's so. I feel like that's so niche.
This is all creator economy. This is if you want to be on a team of creator, you need to learn about the creator economy.
Yeah, but is there like something that explains it like in general terms as opposed to like an individual like random person's story?
What the creator economy is?
Yeah, like a more of an overview video rather than a niche one.
Oh. I don't know any overview videos, but the creator economy is just the economy that's in the creators.
Wow.
Like
That makes sense now.
I don't
Thank
know how to
you.
explain it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take a look at the channel. I'll explore it.
Let's see if there's anything. Yeah, it's too long. What is I don't know how to explain it. It's just the creator economy. Creator fudge economy. Yeah. It's like all the businesses that stem from these from the creators' audiences.
Okay. I see what you mean. Like, for example, how TikTokers, start like singing.
Yeah, so like yes theory, seek discomfort, and all the all the
brands,
stuff
yeah.
that branch out from that.
Yeah.
Nug Boys, Happy Dad, their new seltzer,
Yeah.
and all the money and business related stuff that revolve around creators and their audience.
Yeah. No, that's something I
And-
want to get involved in. That's kind of why I.
Yeah, if you want to get involved in that, you should start learning now.
It's
Like
kind of why
yesterday.
It's kind of why I chose like creative advertising as a concentration, because it has like that business aspect of the creator economy. It's less so more about learning how to make content which is more like DVC, I think.
So
you
you
know.
want to be like what? What exactly do you? Well,
can't-
not exactly, but like what sounds cool to you? That would be cool. If you were to work for a creator, Emma Chamberlain, right now, what would you want to do for her? Like if she offered you a job, Grace, I'll give you any job you want for next summer. What do you want to do?
It's really
for
hard
me?
to like answer this
Do you
right
wanna,
now because
do you
I haven't
wanna
even taken
run
any.
Do you want to run if you you don't have to be good at it. Do you want to run my social media? Do you want to develop my marketing strategy? Do you want to get me coffee? Do you want to hold the camera? Do you
It's like-
want to direct me on what ideas I should make for videos?
It's kind of like I think I'd want to work on a team to like work on developing her brand and ideas for like expanding that or new realms we could go into.
Oh,
To like,
so what I'm doing? Yeah, it's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah,
I
you
feel like-
you need to look into you need to start learning about the creator economy. Then.
yeah, I think the difference between you and I is that you're like an actual creator. I'm more just like interested in what's behind it and like working together and like thinking of
I mean,
ideas
I'm
or
both.
new ways and then like executing it.
I'm both.
Yeah.
Well, that's my Twitter bio. A creator interested in the creator economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at us.
I mean, right now, I'm less of a creator and more behind the scenes, I feel like.
I guess, yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. You do a little bit of everything. We're all just figuring out like what exactly we want to do. I haven't even started taking any classes that are actually like narrowed in on that yet. So I'll have to see. There's just ideas, but I'm learning as I go,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. But the biggest place to learn is where it all started. I'm not going to shit. Okay, I'm going to shit on it a little bit. Like, this is just because I want you to start learning about it. Do you really think that these old men at JMU are going to know more about social media than you could learn on your own?
I mean, I think you learn a lot of like concepts that could be applied.
Yeah, the concepts. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Like, I don't think specific.
Yeah.
I think concepts are timeless and they
Yeah,
can be applied to like all types of
Yeah,
media.
I do agree with that.
But in terms of like real modern social media,
I'm thinking more like just being familiar with like what's going on
yeah.
and like how everything works.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of that you can like if you put the time in and watch a lot of YouTubers and get involved. I mean, it's different for you because you have like personal relationships with like big creators and that's good for you, but I think I don't know.
Twitter. Twitter is actually godly. You need to get a Twitter.
That's why I was asking.
Do you
if I
have a
could make-
Twitter? No, but you need to get one for your own name. Because you wouldn't if you ran nothing outside, you wouldn't network through
Yeah,
that.
You're right, but I definitely need to get.
Do you have
familiar
one
with it. No.
that you just don't use?
No.
I'm mad, man. The name Michael Billingit's taken by some random
Really?
dude.
That's not a common name at all.
I know. I tried DMing him, but his DMs are closed. So I followed him, and hopefully he follows me back soon. If you're watching this, Michael Billingit Sr. from wherever you are, please give it to me. I'll pay you $5.
So, like, how, if you were to get Twitter for the purposes that you were talking about, how do you begin networking?
I'll
Like, where do you
explain to
start?
you after we end this episode.
Okay.
This has been another episode of Nothing Outside. Podcast started with 3 strangers,
But only 2 here.
but only 2 here. We'll catch you next time when Thomas. Oh no, Thomas probably won't even be on next episode, but we'll probably have a guest from that works in the creator economy, so you could ask him all the questions you want.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Peace.
Bye.